We're the land of the free and the home of the brave.
A spirited rendition of the Star-Spangled Banner. The fans getting into it. You can feel the anticipation building. We'll be right back. Giving the gift of basketball here on this Christmas Eve. Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. And our broadcast team tonight, Grant Hill and Steve Smith. Allie LaForce, our reporter. Taking a look at some numbers here for him.
And he's taken a small step back offensively. He really hasn't been the same this month as he was earlier on. He's lacking the intensity he had. He needs a new mindset and stop being passive and play with more aggressiveness.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Toronto Raptors and for the Grizzlies. And some teams hitting rough patches here in the middle part of the season. Smitty, how many players-only meetings have you been a part of that made a difference?
A few. Those meetings are like calling a timeout on the season. Some can stop the bleeding, but for others, it's not enough.
And so off the tip, it's Toronto. Pass to Bosch. To the inside. Maravich with the bucket.
The first good move in a long chess match between these coaching staffs.
Strategy is going to be a big part of the outcome tonight. We'll see which team dictates the style of play.
Here's Wilkins. He got a piece of it. Here's Stoudemire. Here's Carter. On the mark with the 15-footer.
I mean, what do you expect when you give him the clear look? That's just too easy.
And early on, if you're him, you just want to see the ball go through the net and get into some kind of rhythm.
Here's Battier. Here's Jay. Down low. Here's Randolph. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
At 260 pounds, Zach Randolph is a bowling ball coming off the screen. He just cuts so hard that no one wants to get in his way.
Now here's Carter. In his last outing, 16 points for him.
Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in this one. Pass to Battier from outside the arc. Fires in the triple.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
The Raptors have gone 2 of 3 to get this one going. Back to Carter. And it's Battier with a rebound. Carter's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Inside, Jay banked it in off the glass.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Here's Stoudemire. His last outing, he had 20. Good work there as it goes.
When the defense gives you room, take it. Don't pass up the shot.
First quarter ball, almost 2.5 minutes in, and he comes up with a bucket.
I mean, beautiful execution of the game plan offensively. So far, they are hitting 80% from the field.
Here's Stoudemire. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Carter. Hits the close range jumper.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
It makes sense, right? You're trying to get off to a fast start, and he can help with that.
Here's Jay. He had 25 points in his last game. The rebound by Boss. For Toronto, they've gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. Here's Stoudemire. And he banks in the layup.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. Here's Jay. Pass to Wilkins. Knocked away. Here's Stoudemire. Here's Wilkins. To the wing, right side. Here's Battier. Can't hit from in close.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
Here's Maravich into the lane. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Talented, driven. He puts constant pressure on your defense.
Here's Jay. Pass to Wilkins. Six on the shot clock. Unable to get that one. And it's Toronto taking it the other way.
They would love to face this team more often. It's the gift that keeps on giving.
Man, he has come out focused and efficient. Love what he's doing at the offensive end.
There's no way coach likes this effort level. They need to refocus.
It's so easy to get run over when you lose even a little edge. Look for them to come out much more aggressive.
And a quick look at the teams who repeatedly get the job done from the line. The 4th spot held by the Grizzlies. Number 5, the Raptors.
And you really want to see these types of teams attack and draw fouls because they shoot it so well from the line.
They're having a hard time stopping this run.
And BA, you can't afford to keep coming up empty.
And it's Jay missing. The Raptors with a lead. No question, this offense has some firepower.
And they're looking very confident in all that they're doing right now.
Here's Jay. Out to the right wing. The shot from the low post is good. He's got 6.
Poor interior defense. If you play him soft, he's going to kill you.
Now Carter, 7 points in the game. And a bit of a battle for the ball. And the officials signal a jump ball here. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
Oh, terrific defensive intensity right there. Getting stops like that is crucial for them right now.
And Toronto has possession. Here's Jay. He's got 6. Six to shoot. To the middle. Here's Randolph. Ooh, lots of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws will follow that whistle. And the foul called on the Toronto Raptors.
Zach Randolph taking 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
You know, over the years, Zach Randolph has proven to be the perfect leader. He commands respect, and he gets it from his teammates.
So he gets them both. The Raptors have gotten 7 of their 10 shots to fall. To the paint. Here's Stoudemire. And he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Here's Jay. 6 points for him. Can't get it to go. He's made 3. He's missed 3 so far. Pass to Stoudemire. Here's Maravich. Ooh, he's looking comfortable now. 3 for 3.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
The Grizzlies have gotten 5 of 11 shots to go. Here's Jay. From behind the arc. That's his 4th miss in 7 shots.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Here's Maravich. He has 6. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Give him 8.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Vancouver has gone 1 for 2 from beyond the arc in this first quarter. Inside. Abdul Rahim's shot is good.
Beautiful location on the pass as usual. Led his man perfectly.
Here's Maravich. Give him 8 points now. Pass to Bargnani. Carter with it. And it's slammed in by Carter.
And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they play and a confidence they're not afraid to show. A fantastic mobile 1 block. This one deserves another look.
Amazing indeed. And getting stops like that only encourages them to keep attacking on the offensive end.
Here's Maravich.
And early on, they've been on a tear. Just getting whatever they want offensively.
They established the pace. They made shots. This is why they're way out in front.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
And it boils down to the question. Toughness. One team showing it, the other allowing itself to be bullied.
So both teams changing it up here.
In for the Raptors,
3 minutes of action thus far in the second. To the inside, Abdul Rahim. It's deflected, and he's able to get it back. And it's good. 2 points.
Abdul Rahim. Defensive foul, Damon Stoudemire. Second
Hey, Grant, you were named co-rookie of the year alongside Jason Kidd back in '95. Something that's only happened 3 times in NBA history.
Yeah, I'm still bitter about that. I was robbed. Jason knows that. Everyone knows that. Nah, Jason and I, we are good friends. We joke about this all the time, but it was really an honor to share this award with someone of his caliber. Really one of the true greats to ever play in the NBA. But I was still robbed.
And that one misses. The Raptors have gone 4 for 7 in the second quarter. So for the Raptors right now. Carter, good.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
A uncontested shot at the rim. You have to compete at all times.
Here's Jay. After the basket by Toronto. Pass to Randolph. And the shot's good. He has 6.
And Randolph's ability to finish through contact is huge for this team. They depend on him being tenacious out there.
Here's Stoudemire. And the Raptors, another 3.
Defensively, you have to tighten up on him or suffer the consequences.
Here's Jay. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Toronto has gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. Takes it inside. Stepped on the line. Out of bounds there. And that will cost him a possession. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks, Brian. Historically, a few franchises have gobbled up most of the NBA championships. A significant number of teams have never won a title, though. However, we're in an interesting time. A lot of those franchises are looking for their first title. They're among the top teams now. And guys, they're hoping to get on the board.
Oh, yes. Very interesting, Allie. Thanks for that. Here's Stoudemire. 9 points in the game. Here's Bargnani. Back to Carter. To the middle. Here's Stoudemire. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Here's Jay. He's got 6. Right wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he converts the layup.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from downtown here in the second. Down low. Here's Peterson. And after missing his first 3 shots, he drains it. 1 for 4.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
The reason why they've stayed aggressive and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
Here's Jay. The Raptors making their last shot. To the inside. Abdul Rahim's shot is good. Give him 8 points now.
That's a nice read. The value of keeping your eyes up.
Pass to Bargnani. Here's Stoudemire. Carter with it. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Carter's got 13.
Throughout the evening, he's gotten to his spots, and the defense has not adjusted.
Here's Battier. He's checked by Carter. Pass to Jay. To the middle. Tipped. And a fast break now for the Raptors. With the teardrop. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a 3-point play.
Personal foul.
And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Raptors.
Their aggressiveness on D has been the most glaring aspect of this game so far. They have the heat turned all the way up in this first half.
I also like what they've done on the fast break in their first half tonight. They're taking it to them.
Williams is checked in for Anthony. So it's the home team now. It's an 18-point game. They're kicking off a 4-game road trip. Pass to Abdul Rahim. Here's Jay. And he lobs it up.
Everyone loves the alley-oop play, B.A.
Yep, one of the prettiest in basketball. Now here's Carter. 13 points in the game. It's stolen. Here's the break. Kept alive. Here's the second effort. Can't get it to go. He's made 4 of his 8 attempts.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Here's Peterson. Some solid defense from Williams. Vancouver has gone just 1 of 4 from downtown so far in the second. Pass to Randolph. Now here's Williams. Here's Battier. Shot clock at 6. Here's Jay. And that basket makes him 5 for 10. Steady production so far.
Beautiful call that time up the floor. The hard screen frees him up for the bunny.
And Toronto calls time here. And now that they have some time to get a little bit of rest, it's time for these players to regroup while hydrating themselves with some Gatorade, looking to gain a boost of energy as they continue to play in this game.
And staying hydrated is the only surefire way to do it. An athlete's body doesn't have the same power and stamina without proper hydration. These guys will be sure to use this timeout wisely.
Here's Stoudemire. 11 points in the game. Peterson, no good.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Here's Jay. Lays it up and banks it in. 12 points for him.
Man, he keeps doing his part. They just haven't been able to get over the hump.
Carter against Williams. Oh, swiped away. On the break. Rebound by the Raptors. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Knicks.
Yeah, I think they'd like to forget that game. You usually want to find some teaching moments, but in this case, it might be best to just destroy the tape.
Nothing wrong with that. Sometimes we overanalyze things. Can be better to... just let it go.
Here's Jay. 12 points for him. Inside. The rebound by Manning.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
At the line for the Raptors, Morris Peterson. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Good on both. Vancouver has gone just 1 of 4 from downtown so far in the second. Here's Battier. To the paint. Here's Randolph. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
First personal foul.
Zach Randolph
Second
always
team
using
foul.
that big body of his to get contact. He plays angles so well.
Randolph at the line for 2.
The first one falls. And so he hits both. And for many years, we heard that the great 7-footers went extinct. But you have the MVP in Jokic, Joel Embiid, Anthony Davis. Maybe it was just a temporary lull.
Well, it kind of was. I think, B.A., the game went to outside in, and now with these guys, they're making the game come back to inside out, and I am loving it.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Here's Jay. 12 points for him. Outside, Williams. Driving in and rejected. And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
Into the lineup for the Raptors.
So it's the home team now, trailing by 17. A tough loss coming against Boston in their last game.
In this league, you have to stay active at both ends of the floor. I thought their lackluster defense was the difference in the game.
You know, sometimes great skill can overcome a lack of intensity, but it's very rare.
Here's Jay. Following the bucket by the Raptors. Pass to Abdur-Rahim.
2 minutes remaining.
Here's Jay.
2 minutes.
Down low. Shot clock at 5. Boom! He jams it straight down.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. They grab their own miss. Vancouver has gone just 1 of 4 from downtown so far in the second. With the floater. Wilkins, good. He's got 9.
That's nice work, stopping short of the rim, just laying it over the top.
Pass to Bargnani. Here's Maravich. And we've got 1:18 left in the half. Bosch. And the tip in on the offensive boards. And the Raptors lead by 17.
And I love how they're working much harder on the glass this quarter and drumming up more second chance opportunities.
Here's Jay. 12 points for him. Pass to Abdur-Rahim. Here's Jay. Here's Wilkins. The rebound by Bosch.
The defense is right there. Quality contest, and they threw him off his rhythm.
Carter can't get it to go. And that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. Lowry, he's checked in for Carter. And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Raptors out in front, leading by 17. We'll see you after halftime. For the beginning of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us, but you get it. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. It's Toronto with the advantage at the half. They are way out in front, leading by 17. Kenny, what was your impression?
There was no shortage of dimes on this team, that's for sure. Numerous guys displayed good court vision, moved the ball, led to great shots. They're in full control of this game.
And, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the home team.
The shooting percentage they allow was through the roof. The coach should absolutely be ripping and checking the good stuff. They need to take some pride on the other end. Just lock it in. Lock it in. Lock it in.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks
Goodbye,
for
folks.
joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Here's Jay. Pass to Battier. Here's Jay. Oh, that bucket gives him his 7th field goal in 12 tries.
He's really finding his rhythm here. I mean, smart move to keep feeding him the ball.
Let him decide whether to shoot it, whether to pass it. He's your catalyst right now.
So the Raptors 5 right now. It's good. He's got 13.
Great timing. That can be the difference between an assist and a turnover.
Here's Wilkins. And Maravich pulls it down.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Carter, high post. Here's Bosch. Randolph grabs the miss. And the Grizzlies shooting only 42%. Driving inside. Jay goes up and lays it in nice and easy.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Toronto has gone 5 of 12 from three-point range tonight. Oh, it's stolen. And he's all alone. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And he's going for the lob. And the lob disrupted. Not to be.
Talk about taking advantage of the opportunity.
How about the anticipation right there that led to the steal? Then he goes straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
Pass to Wilkins. Here's Jay. And a miss there on the triple. The Raptors have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. On the attack, Carter. And it's slammed in by Carter.
He can do incredible things. He can also help you win by simply being reliable.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Nifty move. Abdul Rahim's shot is good.
Plays like that, so easy for him.
The Raptors have gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. To the inside. And here's the fast break. And score it. That now makes him 7 for 11 in this game.
Whew, just selling the defense on the pump fake.
Pass to Bargnani. Three-pointer. Hits the trifecta. Give him 8 points now.
He drops yet another dime. Just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Here's Jay. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Oh, my. You have to respect the aggressiveness he plays with. Ooh.
Here's Stoudemire. Carter from outside. That one won't go. Shooting 7 for 11 now. For Vancouver, they've gotten 5 of 8 shots to go in the third. Here's Abdul Rahim. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Second personal foul. First team foul. At the line for Vancouver, Sharif Abdur-Rahim. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first. And that's good as he hits both shots. The Raptors have gone 4 of 6 from the floor in this third quarter. Timeout called, the Raptors. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. Pass to Bosch. Here's Bargnani. And again, no good by Toronto. Vancouver has gone 1 for 2 from outside the arc in this third quarter. And that one's good. Jay. Here's Maravich. 10 points for him. Here's Bosch. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Also, if you can't get stops at this point, it really doesn't matter what you do at the offensive end.
Here's Randolph. The Raptors making their last shot. 5 to shoot. Here's Wilkins. He's checked by Carter. Here's Abdur-Rahim. They shoot again. And the layup is up and in. 14 points for him.
Zach Randolph is just relentless on the glass. One of the best offensive rebounders we have in the game.
Pass to Bargnani. The shot misses. The Grizzlies have gotten 7 of 12 shots to drop in the third. To the middle. Here's Wilkins. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target.
Yeah, he's really scrambling to keep them in this game. Gotta respect that hustle.
Inside. It's picked off. And he's going for the oop here. Alley-oop on top. Hammer it home.
That's a good way to shrink the deficit. Strong defense turns into easy offense.
Toronto's gone 6 of 14 from the perimeter tonight. To the middle. Here's Bargnani. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. And the Raptors lead by 11. For Vancouver, they've gotten 8 of 14 attempts to go in the second half so far. Pass to Wilkins. Here's Randolph. Clock at 6. Here's Wilkins. And he gets the friendly roll as that one goes.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
Here's Stoudemire. 13 points in the game. To the paint. Here's Bosch. He's on target from 8 feet out. Great game for him. Double-double now.
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
Pass to Wilkins. The floater. Here's Abdul-Rahim. Oh, he pipes it. 9 for 14 and showing no let-up.
Yeah, he's leading the charge for them. But let's be honest, he needs more help if they're going to get out in front.
The reason why is not just scoring. It's the way he's doing it. Efficient. That's what you need at this point in the game.
How about that strong defensive performance for this half's mobile one block?
Oh, my. And that was textbook defense. Positioning himself well to send it back.
And here are the Raptors now. Earlier in the game, they led by 19. Pass to Carter. To the inside. Here's Manning. An easy 2 on the layup. He's got 9.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
From the high post. They get it back.
Just great energy on the offensive glass. That's exactly how you cut into a lead.
Boy, a slam like that is sure to give him a spark. Here's Carter. He's got 15. Pass to Bosch. Sinks that one from the post.
And you know Coach loves seeing his offense operate at this level. Great passing out there.
Here's Jay. He's got 21. Yep, that one goes.
Close to the hoop, Zach Randolph wreaks havoc. The defense has to do a better job to prevent him from getting that close.
Here's Peterson. Now Carter. 4-3. It falls again. He's now 8 for 12 from the floor.
He's been locked in all night, and he's taking good shots.
Here's Jay. That one is off. And Toronto will come the other way. Following this one, they hit the road to challenge the Kings at Golden One Center in Sacramento. It'll be their second game of a 4-game road trip. Now here's Carter. 18 points for him. Doesn't go for him. Vancouver has gone just 1 of 3 from deep since the break. Here's Brandon. The quick look, no good that time. Toronto has gone 2 of 3 from outside so far in the third quarter. Pass to Carter. Here's Stoudemire. He's got 13. Down low. And the layup is good off the glass. And the Raptors lead by 14.
His shot making has been superb this quarter. He's taken over this game.
All right, fans, get on your feet and make some noise for T-shirt time!
Into the lineup for the Raptors.
Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. Pass to Stoudemire. Here's Manning. Here's Bargnani. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Man, the defender really went after him.
Andrea Bargnani.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Toronto.
Anytime you get as many points from the paint as they have, you know you've got a good thing going.
Their passing also continues to be outstanding here in the second half.
The first free throw is good. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
When your bigs can make free throws, it's a huge advantage. Love his approach to getting to the line.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. Left side Johnson. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Jay. And that one's long. The Raptors have gotten 3 of 8 shot attempts to find the net here in the fourth quarter. So for Toronto right now.
That's how you set the table and everybody gets to eat.
Here's Jay. To the paint. Abdul-Rahim. The rebound by Manning. Here's Stoudemire. Maravich, no good. And he drives in. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. Here's Stoudemire. Pass to Bargnani. Second chance shot. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Third personal foul. Third team foul. Shooting for Toronto, Danny Manning, taking 2 shots.
No good on that one. And he sinks the second. Here's Jay. Pass to Randolph. Rebound by the Raptors.
Meeting right at the rim. He typically converts in those situations. Not this time.
Vancouver has gotten just 1 of their 4 threes to go here in the fourth quarter. Here's Jay. Lets the 3 fly. And they get it back.
Wow, another opportunity. Just everything going their way. Pretty much the story of this game.
Pass to Stoudemire. No one near him. Score that basket. His 8th out of 9 shots here today.
And trying to put the game away, he's been nails all evening.
And he's doing it by getting to his spots and making big shots.
Here's Jay. Well, Grant, it seems like more and more game time is spent with officials huddled around a monitor. You think instant replay has been a positive thing for the league?
Well, for the most part, I think it has been a positive thing. I enjoy it. I think it brings a level of transparency, and also it's important to get the call right. But at times, it does disrupt the flow of a game, and players can't be consumed about winning every call all the time. Simple. The closer you are to the hoop, the better your chance to score.
The Grizzlies shooting just 42% so far in the game. Driving to the basket, Jay. That shot, no good. And it's Toronto taking it the other way. To the middle. And he makes it on the layup.
They're really working the paint now.
Here's Jay. The rebound by Manning.
He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down.
Pass to Maravich. Johnson with a double team. And we're going to have a jump ball. And Toronto has possession. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
And he gets that one. Here's Stoudemire. Well, your 7 seconds or less Suns really paved the way for the pace and space style that we see throughout the league today, Grant.
You know, B.A., it really did. But, you know, it's interesting. I think There were those back then that thought it was kind of gimmicky. But boy, has it changed. And I feel like we could have had more success if we had just gone all in on that approach.
Count it. 20 points for him.
And really, Zach Randolph is a guy who scores at will from wherever he wants. Just so good on the offensive end.
Pass to Carter. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Getting up and then throwing it down.
Oh, that was a big hammer right there. An outstanding defensive play to earn the mobile one block.
Oh, showing no signs of giving up this lead. That block sent shockwaves into the opposition sails.
Here's Abdur-Rahim. Here's Battier. Pass to Randolph. 6 on the shot clock. And it's blocked.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone. He put a little flair on that one.
Yes, he did. Man, he's a strong finisher, huh? Here's Jay. The Raptors making their last shot. Unloads from 13. Battier, no good.
He's looking pretty unsettled at the moment. Doesn't seem like he has a great feel for his shot.
Carter, good.
Vince Carter.
Here's Jay. Pass to Abdur-Rahim. The shot comes out, and it's Toronto taking it the other way. Here's Toronto with the ball. They're on a 17-6 run. Here's Bargnani. Snatched away. Here's Johnson. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
First personal foul.
And Smitty, we're seeing so many players raising their voices for social justice, more so than in years past. Why do you think that is?
Well, salute to all these players. Not only these players, we all must do our part. And I am thankful and love watching these young players in this era take social justice and put it in the forefront.
And he knocks down the first one.
They're doing some good work at the...
Checking in for Toronto.
Here's Jay. He's guarded by Lowry. Pass to Brandon. Here's Jay. Inside. Tipped. Here's Williams. Tries yet again. And it's Toronto with a rebound. And here's Lowry. Here's McGrady.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Back to Lowry. 5 on the clock. Unloads from 13. Wilkins with a rebound. Vancouver has gone 1 for 5 from downtown here in the fourth. To the right side. And Kyle Lowry is going to pick up the foul.
Personal foul.
That's his first foul.
Tough break for the defense. I mean, he took the hit, but he didn't get the call.
Here's Wilkins. Using his post moves to get the 2 points. He's got 19.
Terrific design and execution, leading to an opportunity right at the rim.
Here's Maravich. Softly drops in the floater.
Man, I'll tell you, when you get your floater game going, it's a tremendous weapon.
To the inside. Wilkins. Deflected.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Raptors.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And this will give them their 7th win of the year. Well, with the 2010s in the books, Let me put you on the spot here, Smitty. Who is your player of the decade, Stephen or LeBron?
Well, Steph changed how our game is played, B.A., plus the 2 MVPs and 3 rings. Wow. But I have to go with LeBron James, playing in 8 straight NBA Finals. That's crazy.
And the first one at the line is good. Both teams will make subs.
Into the lineup for the Raptors. Shooting for Vancouver. One shot.
One shot.
And the free throw, no good. It's been all Raptors. Here's McGrady. Pass to Bargnani. It's stolen by Johnson. Here's Jay. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Doing what he can to help shrink the deficit, but it has to be a team effort.
So it's the Raptors winning this one easily. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Now, shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Steve Smith, I'm Brian Anderson. Thanks for joining us tonight. We'll see you next time.